Benefit Pension Board meeting that's scheduled to last for 10 minutes. We'll be taking a short break in between that and the regularly scheduled town council meeting, which will begin at 9 a.m. So those of you who may be here to talk about other issues such as Republic, we understand there are some folks coming to speak to that. That will be at the meeting immediately following this one. So we're looking at probably 10, 12 minutes before we get to the regular council meeting. With that, I'm going to call to order the General Employee Defined Benefit Pension Board meeting. We will begin with the invocation led by Vice Mayor
Carroll. We're thankful for this town and its residents. We're grateful for all who work for the betterment of our community and all who serve on its behalf. Let those who work here and those who serve here be ever mindful of the town's vision and mission statement. Grant this council the wisdom to govern amid the conflicting interests and issues of our times, the ability to work together in harmony, even when there is honest disagreement, a sense of the welfare and true needs of our people, personal peace in our lives, and joy in our task. Amen.
Amen. If you'll join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Madam Clerk, if you can kindly call the roll.
Mayor Foley?
Here.
Vice Mayor Carroll?
Here.
Councilmember Atwater?
Here.
Councilmember Smith?
Here.
Let the record show Councilmember Altieri is not present.
Okay, thank you very much. Moving on to item 2 of the agenda for the Defined Benefit Pension Board meeting. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. So it's unanimous. Item number 3 is the actuarial valuation approval. At this point, I'll open it up if there are any comments, from council. Typically, we do this fairly quickly in pro forma, but there may be some comments this year, and I'm just asking if there's any discussion.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a comment.
Mr. Albert.
If the council members or board members could turn to page 20, that would be the page 20, the number in the lower right, since there's 2 sets of page numbers there. Okay, so when I was looking at this, looking at the pie chart up at the top, it showed that real estate pooled fund was 17% of assets, and I said to myself, why is it that high? So Heather passed along the link to the Florida Municipal Investment Trust site and found that the target allocation is only 10%. So what I then thought was maybe they had the same problem that I identified on the Public Safety Pension Fund in terms of the real estate returns, where in the marketplace, real estate investment trust stocks were showing much more negative returns compared to the valuation of the properties in the real estate portfolio that were held by the Public Safety Fund. And I discovered it was exactly the same thing. So for example, that real estate pooled fund, now I don't have the return numbers through the 12 months through October 1st. I can only find the ones for the calendar year 2022. But that real estate pooled fund, that portion of the fund was a positive 5.9%. The Vanguard REIT fund and Fidelity fund would have been the same, had a negative return of 26.17%. So you're looking at a differential of about roughly 32%. So doing some rough estimates, because I don't have all the numbers, and frankly it would take too much time to do it. The fund's overall fund return, which we all know was negative last year for all the reasons the marketplace, was probably at least 2% lower than what is shown there. So just something I want to bring to the attention of the board members.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Are there any other comments from council?
Well, do we have any input into the Florida League of Cities and what they invest in?
No.
Okay, so
No,
this is just an observation.
Yes, right. They, and Heather, you can correct me if I'm wrong, we're in the 70%. They have different funds set up, which are defined by the amount of money that goes into equities, and then the other things fall out through after that. And this board previously made the decision to be in the portfolio sleeve that has that generally has 70% equities.
Thank you.
Yes, and as our delegate to the Florida League of Cities, it never comes up at any of the meeting in terms of input. This is, I would say, on autopilot. You know, they basically hire the professionals.
They do it all.
And they do it.
Okay.
Right.
Are there any other comments? Is there a motion to approve the actuarial evaluation?
So moved.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion passes unanimously. Item 4 is the approval of the declaration of returns letter. Again, this is typically a matter we do pro forma each year, but are there any discussions or comments on the approval of the letter? Mr. Elwater, I trust your comments apply to the declaration of returns letter as well?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Anything else? May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. It is unanimous, let the record show. Item 5 is public comment. For those of you who just arrived recently, this is a meeting before the General Council meeting. This deals only with the General Employee Defined Benefit Pension Board agenda items. So if you have any public comment on those items alone, now is the time to come and speak. If you're here for Republic, which I suspect many of you are, we will have some time to talk about that at the General Council meeting, which immediately follows this meeting. So, any comments on pension benefits? Going once? All right, so there being no public comment, I will adjourn this meeting. We will adjourn for 1 minute to set up for the 9 o'clock General Council meeting, and we will reconvene at 9 o'clock. All right, thank you very much.